Welcome back, Tarot Fam. This is part two of Two for Tuesday. We're talking about the Epstein files and the lack of transparency that we have seen from the US FBI. So I'm hitting all the algorithm bad words today. So I'm going to watch my views plummet. But to combat that, hit the like button. Make sure that you share this video and comment down below. It will help YouTube know that you want to see content discussing the Epstein files. But in this one, we're going to be talking a little bit more about Kevin Spacey. So, Kevin Spacey, one of my favorite actors, I really do think that he's amazing. Every single movie that he's in, The Ref was my favorite. The Ref was hilarious. He was in a marriage that was breaking up, and oh gosh, I can't remember his name, but he's the firefighter dude. He breaks into the who? Dennis Leary, thank you. Dennis Leary breaks into the house and holds them hostage, and he's like refereeing between like this bickering married couple, and it's hilarious. It's one of the best movies ever. So I thought he was awesome in that. I did not see the Iceman Cometh, but I did have two actor friends that were in New York when the Iceman Cometh was on Broadway. They went to go see the show, and the younger of the two, he was over 18, did get approached by Kevin Spacey, and this was way back in the 90s. Like it was way back in the late 90s. The individual that he did proposition was exceptionally beautiful. He was a gorgeous young man. In fact, I do have a picture of me with him, and I'm like, oh my God, this guy's so cute. But he was, 10 years younger than me, somewhere around 10 years younger than me. So it was like kind of amazing. But, cute young man, straight young man. So he did turn Kevin Spacey down. And he did say that he was very, very interested in hanging out with him, but he wasn't aggressive. He wasn't horrible. But he was at that moment very clear that he was gay and that he wanted to take out this young man. So that being said, and that doesn't change my opinion of Kevin Spacey. He's been exonerated in the court system for the accusations that were made against him. So where does that leave us? We hear that he was back and forth to Epstein's Island. Does that make a difference to this exoneration? Are we supposed to look at Kevin Spacey a little bit differently? I don't know if they've said that there were young men on the island. It doesn't seem like we're hearing about that. We're hearing mostly about women, and in the other locations, the various locations. I mean, he did have a New York not a brownstone. He had a New York penthouse, a gorgeous place, not a penthouse, but it was a gorgeous place. We all saw Prince Andrew coming out of it. But we're going to look at Kevin Spacey's request, his demand for further transparency on the Epstein list, which I think is really interesting to have some individuals who are named on the manifest or on these lists, allegedly on these lists, that are coming out and saying, hey, no, I want you to publish that list. I want people to know what exactly happened there. So let's take a look at it with some tarot cards. As always, thank you so much for watching. Two for Tuesday is one of my favorite offerings that I give you guys because we get two videos, and this is the most dissimilar of the same subject that I think I've ever done. So I'm going to bring up that card view. Please like right now. That is your cue to hit that like button, and let's dip in to Kevin Spacey. So is Kevin Spacey seeking truth? Is he seeking truth with this demand for transparency? Yes, pentacles are truth. They are hard truths. They are real truths. And he is looking for others to step up and really disclose that this wasn't the only thing that went on in Jeffrey Epstein's orbit, that it wasn't just all about the gals. It wasn't all about Frost on the Pumpkin, Dinky Duncan. So I think we're going to use that from now on. You'll have to tell your buddy that I'm using that now on my show. So I'm talking to Gregopedia. As always, he's across the room. He is days from retirement, guys. Days from retirement. So give him a howdy ho in the comments there. Our lives will change at the end of the month. So is Kevin Spacey trying to deflect suspicions, new suspicions on him? They're not so new, but is he trying to deflect suspicion? No, he's facing it head on, which is kind of interesting. Again, like huge Kevin Spacey fan. I was disappointed when we did hear about all those accusations about him. I'm really glad that he was exonerated, and I hope that the courts got it right. I know a lot of people have said that they don't think that they got it right, but I am a Kevin Spacey fan. I do like him. So no, he is not trying to deflect it. He is trying to stand right in the middle of it so people can see the truth. He's not happy that this disclosure didn't happen because something in the disclosure will exonerate not only him but some other people as well. He wants to see some other people cast in a different light, cast in a really different light. So will his call to release the Epstein list lead to further disclosures? Will it lead to further disclosures? Yes. They are going to be very different disclosures than what we know already. And I think this is partly why the FBI is keeping things very quiet. And um, there are other things that they are going to disclose in the future. We will not hear about this for a while because it is far too disgusting and painful for all of us to hear at this moment. Kevin Spacey does not have a horse in this race. This is not something that he was involved in, um, but it is something that I do think he is now aware of and now would like disclosed because it wasn't right. That's what I'm saying. There's a certain amount of poor judgment at the time on his part. Um, and I'm not saying he was involved. I'm saying he kind of got a whiff of something and was like, oh, and then just brushed it off, as one does sometimes in horrible situations. Sometimes you are in a horrible situation and you go, oh, what was that? And, maybe you don't react. Maybe you don't, call in the authorities, call in the people that are supposed to deal with it. A lot of the time it's a none ya kind of situation. It's none of my business. So it's none your business. Back off. Don't worry about it. Let's just leave that alone for now. And I do think that there was some of that. And I think that the focus on the young ladies that were there, I do think it goes a little bit further back, if you know what I mean. Young ladies further back. I think it goes a little further back in some quarters. And I think that um that is what Kevin Spacey would like to see uncovered, because it everything else pales in comparison to what else is there. Um, that's all I have to say about that. Are there any hidden motives? hidden motives behind Spacey's demand. Anything hidden behind that? We're going to do these on the diagonal like we do in Lenormand. You guys loved the Lenormand. I think we'll do more. Hidden motives for Kevin Spacey. Yeah, I'm going to give Kevin Spacey a lot of props right now. So if you're not a fan of his, you might want to skip to the end. There's a lot of regret in this man for not acting as his instincts nudged him to. And I do think that he was worried about damage to his reputation, his personal profile. I think he was worried about it, and that's why he didn't say anything. He got swept up in something anyway. He's ready to fight. He is ready to throw down and fight and reveal all. He doesn't have any proof. It's like I don't want you guys to think like he, saw XYZ and he can, testify to that. But he saw things that when you connect the dots, gross stuff. And I do think that was his exit. Let's ask this. This is a fun bonus question. Did Kevin Spacey have those accusations leveled against him, the ones that went to court, to keep him silent on things that he saw in Epstein's orbit? That's a yeah. There is a if you're not silent, I'm going to mess you up vibe to this. If you're not silent, I can bring fire and brimstone down upon you. Is that threat gone for Kevin Spacey? One wrong move, one wrong word, and they will bring the hammer down on him. They. He has broken away from this. And I do think that when he got through the trials that he went through, I think he was of the impression that this is over. My humiliation ritual is over. But it wasn't. It was a taste. It was a teaspoon of what they could give him should they choose. So what can Kevin Spacey do? What's his yellow brick road? It says yellow brick road. Kaiser Sose. Usual suspects. I am Kaiser Sose. What can Kevin Spacey do? What is his best yellow brick road course of action here? 3 of Pentacles. Oh, that really sucks. This is, you got to lay low. You got to cut your ties. You got to know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. He needs to disassociate with a number of people. Bless you. See, it's the truth. He needs to disassociate with a number of people and sink himself either into his charitable works that he's doing or sink himself into a role and have an excuse to not be in the quarters in which some of these shady people are in. Now, I don't know if he needs the money. I know at one point I did see an interview with him that said he basically had spent all of his money defending himself. So I do think that he needs to be very, very careful with his inner circle. I talked yesterday in the long Lenormand read about that William has tested Prince William, Prince of Wales, has tested those in his inner circle, and I think that Kevin Spacey would be very, very smart to do that, to test the people in his inner circle, lest they be rats or mice. Bless you. That are eating away. It's unbelievable. He's been sneezing like this all morning. Rats or mice that are eating away at his foundations. The devil is still in the room with him and could try to set him up for something else. So, Kevin Spacey, bless you.
Thanks. No bother anymore. I appreciate it.
Bless you 1,000. I have a credit now. So Kevin Spacey really should purify his inner circle, should test the individuals that are in his inner circle, and he should busy himself someplace other than his normal stomping grounds. Just my saying. Just my psychic instinct here. But I think that's enough for today. I think I have punched the algorithm in the face enough with these 2 videos. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Let me know if you want to hear more on this. I think Kevin Spacey may get added to the 6-month list. So I may have to look at his next 6 months. So comment down below. Let me know what you think of Kevin Spacey. Let me know what you think about him asking for this Epstein list to be re-released, or be not re-released, released, period. Until then, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the future.